Alright, so in the week since I made my breakdown video for the KP live action trailer, we've had two more promos released. One was a showdown trailer showing him going up against the various villains in the movie, along with some quotable lines that you hear throughout the TV show.
Professor Dementor.
The world is mine!
I got this.
Dr. Dragon.
Your end is probable.
Shigo.
What do you want? You want a hug? You want a hug?
Show up
Get her!
for the showdown.
How hard can it be?
Alright, so let's go about breaking down this showdown trailer. Throughout the entirety of it, it's got like this Street Fighter game aesthetic whenever it shows Kim versus insert villain here. And really, that's kind of interesting the way that they do it. It's got that 8-bit like bleeping noise to it whenever the, versus sign comes up, that cool ass announcer. Really solid start to this. We also get to see more of Dementor, and you can really tell that Patton Oswalt is using that iconic voice from the series, since he is the original voice actor for the villain. And honestly, I really think he's like playing up the role because of how much of that character that he is, and it's really enjoyable. We see more from Draken. They're really accentuating the blue of his veins in this trailer. I noticed that it mainly covers his shoulders up. I'm really not gonna dig too hard in the costume design for this because he does wear a lab coat for most of the series, so you wouldn't really see what he's see the rest of his body. So they probably wanted to save on makeup time and things like that. We also get a lot of really good one-liners like this.
End is probable.
They're really keeping Draken going with with those one-liners. They're loving it. We also get the brief clip of Athena within this Draken kind of section of the trailer. She seems to be in a Bonnie situation, almost like the one from Attack of the Killer Babies episode where she's trapped in like that pod thing. I throw up like a picture of what it looks like here. The main thing I'm excited about is actually just hearing anything to do with Shigo. Shigo speaks in this. There is something weird though about this because they had her burp mid-sentence.
What do you want? You want a hug? You want a...
Which doesn't really seem to be within Shigo's character. Shigo seems very much refined and things like that, even with all of her sarcasm. So I think they were trying to, make it funny in that way, but they really could have just stuck with the sarcastic tone. But I'm just gonna gloss over this because Taylor Ortega honestly sounds perfect as Shigo. I have no qualms with this actress at all playing this part. Next up, we're gonna go into the Late for Bus promo clip. I've got more to say on that just because of a few things about Ron, and this is where that issue really comes out. Alright, the Late for Bus promo clip. I saw this on Facebook, so it took me a hot minute to find it on YouTube, so recording it and like downloading it was a pain in the ass. But it starts off okay, although Kim's tech is a really big issue within this. Why the hell is Kim's communicator in her necklace? Like, did Disney not want Sadie running around holding that dope-looking device the entire time? Because, like, that's a really iconic part of the series, is Kim pulling out the communicator and being like, what's the sitch? It's issue number one for me. Not so much an issue that I'm going to talk about next, but Wade seems much younger. Then again, he is age 10 in the series. The kid that they have playing Wade seems pretty good, he's got that, little nerdy kid aesthetic. I'm curious as to how else they're going to use him in the movie other than just showing him through Kim's communicator and the screens. couldn't, it's all speculation at this point. They're not really giving us a lot to go off of other than, photos and, clips that they release every so often. So there's this section with this stroller. That stroller has no business rolling away at what looks like to be a barely any angle at all. And this woman lets go of this stroller and it starts gently rolling away. And honestly, it's really this is really just seems to be a plot device to show that Kim will help anyone and everyone, and it also has her be almost late for her bus, bring it down to that 10-second clock down, and you're just like, all right, whatever, you do you, pan out that movie time, guys. Again, brings up a gripe about Kim's tech that she has. The grappling hook looks cheaply made and not like a hairdryer as in the series. I know I make a lot of comparisons to the series, but they're trying to make a movie adaptation of a really loved series and not having all the proper designs makes sense because they want to try and pull it away from the original series, or it seems like they are. But that's a whole nother video for when the movie actually comes out. Also, why is that mother not more concerned about her child being grappled back to her? What if it was a kidnapper and not Kim? You just, all willy-nilly, oh geez, my kid got kidnapped. How does Wade have more lines than Ron for a movie adaptation of a series where Ron, as a secondary main character, was a big part of the show, more so than Wade was? Wade only really becomes a big thing in season 3 or 4 when they finally get Wade out of his goddamn room. It's just perplexing to me why they decided to go this route. Ron has no lines, but I will get into that in just a moment. This last point from the promo clip is really glaring. And a friend pointed this out to me when I sent the trailer to her, and she was like, why does Ron have no scenes? Why does Ron have nothing? And she's pointing this out when we were talking about the trailer and all the information that they've given us about the Kim Possible movie. Ron has either no lines or scenes in any of the trailers, except for maybe this promo clip where he says his iconic booyah.
Booyah!
And any of the scenes that Ron is in, it's a brief frame or two, and you're just like, oh, hey, look, Ron, there he is, oh, geez, and he's gone. He's there, and now he's gone. And why would you do that to your secondary main character? Yes, I say secondary, I should be saying second, but, think about it. Ron plays a huge part of Team Possible, and he barely gets any promotion. We get his promo outfit, we get his character shots, we get barely any clips of him, and we get no lines. Wade has more lines than Ron does. And this also kind of brings up something that I just noticed while watching these last 2 trailers back. Where's Rufus? There's been nothing at all about Rufus. And Rufus is also a main part of the show. Rufus does things for Kim and Ron that they wouldn't be able to do because Rufus is so small and useful, and Rufus is also comedic relief outside of Ron. Is he even in the movie like I previously said? Is he going to be CGI? If he is in the movie, what is Disney doing? Are they just trying to not reveal what Rufus looks like because he might look like shit? Or that they're just not putting him in there? I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of going off on a rant. I know that in the next month, since January is coming up, that'll mean we only have 1 more month left until the movie comes out. Meaning we're going to probably get more information and promo clips in the next little bit. So hopefully we get to see more Ron in the near future before this movie is released. Let me know what you think. I really love having this discussion with people. I'm a huge fan of the series. I'm just worried that with all the hype that they're trying to put towards it and whatever backlash that they have gotten through Twitter, Tumblr, social media, that they're not going to start not showing us things because they don't want the backlash, because it's just going to end up coming once the movie comes out. I didn't do this in the last video, but like, subscribe, comment. I don't really have an upload schedule. This kind of just happens when I have an idea, and this channel isn't just going to be about Kim Possible. It's kind of like fandom trash all around. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will talk to you in the next video.